Hi, my name is Kajsa Lundberg and I'm a PhD candidate at the University of Melbourne. And I'm here to talk about my article, Visual Criminology and Lives Lived in Public Space. This article came about as a response to the intensified criminalisation of people experiencing homelessness in the English-speaking world. That is, the criminalisation of activities that someone experiencing homelessness might engage in simply as a result of being homeless, such as public drunkenness or begging or sleeping in public spaces. And as I started this research project, I was particularly interested in the visual aspects of homelessness that might lead to this criminalisation. And to examine this in more detail, I interviewed 10 people working with different homelessness services that provide different services to people experiencing homelessness on the streets, such as food, showers, laundry, haircuts, a bed for a night's sleep, or even to allow people experiencing homelessness to shop for free. And I also examined the media reports from 2 Melbourne-based daily newspapers on a gathering of people in 2017, some of whom were homeless outside Flinders Street Station, an important transport hub in Melbourne, Australia, and also an important gateway for the Australian Open tennis tournament, which was on at the time. And this gathering became known by the media as the Flinders Street Homeless Camp. And in particular, I was interested in examining the particular implications of the non-conformative and often perceived to be non-aesthetic visuality of people experiencing homelessness, and to what extent this can explain or help us understand the criminalisation of their bodies and their behaviours. And people presenting as homelessness in public space were represented by both newspapers as having a negative impact on the image of Melbourne. And this aesthetic issue became intensified due to the changed expectations or moral geography of the area around Flinders Street Station, due in part to the many international visitors that had arrived to attend the esteemed Australian Open. Not only are the postures and positions taken by people understood to be homeless, whether homeless or not, and people attending the so-called homeless camp, positions such as sitting or lying down in public spaces. Not only are those positions confronting, so are also the belongings gathered by people that live their lives in public spaces. And this and other things contribute to framing homelessness as a law enforcement issue. In line with previous research, I also found that there are some great benefits for people experiencing homelessness to look good, clean, and so on. And homelessness services that provide such services, including haircuts, laundry, showers, and clothing, can help people experiencing homelessness to establish an increased sense of dignity and eternal well-being. It can also alter the way a person is understood and responded to in a particular place. And perhaps the most important service provided by these homelessness services and volunteers on the street is simply to spend time and talk to people experiencing homelessness. Such and other activities can subvert the negative representations of people experiencing homelessness as other and instead give rise to new representations of inclusion and alternative encounters with homelessness in public spaces. These representations and encounters I suggest in this article can subvert the representations that support the criminalisation of homelessness in favour of policies that take into account broader structural issues that contribute to homelessness and harm.